Riri Nanatsumori is the kind of presence that does not rush into the world with loud footsteps. She steps into a room like a gentle ripple spreading over still water, so subtle that one almost feels her before noticing her. Her charm is not the type that explodes like fireworks in a summer festival sky. Instead, it resembles the steady glow of paper lanterns floating softly on a quiet river at night. Calm, warm, and understated, yet beautifully unforgettable. In the long tradition of Japanese femininity, where subtle emotion and refined gentleness are treasured, Riri embodies an elegance that feels rooted deeply in the soul. She is someone who brings warmth through silence, calmness through simplicity, and beauty through the kind of softness that lingers long after she is gone. Riri Nanatsumori's face carries a delicate balance between youthful innocence and quiet sophistication. Her features are smooth, soft, and slightly rounded, giving her an approachable warmth. Her eyes reflect a gentle intelligence, not intense or piercing, but observant in a quiet way, as if she is always reflecting on something tender and personal. Her gaze does not demand attention. Instead, it invites you to slow down and appreciate the subtle emotions resting within her. It is this quality, this unspoken emotional depth, that gives her a uniquely Japanese beauty. There is something about her expression that feels like mono no aware, the bittersweet awareness of the passing of moments. Even when she smiles, there is a faint trace of emotion beneath the surface, as if she understands both joy and melancholy in equal measure. Her smile is one of her most captivating features. It is not overly bright or flashy. Instead, it feels soft, genuine, and slightly shy. When she smiles, the corners of her lips lift gently, like petals opening slowly in early spring. The warmth she conveys is not loud or exaggerated, but warm enough to make the heart soften. Many fans describe her smile as something that feels like early morning sunlight slipping through half-open curtains, tender, comforting, and filled with quiet optimism. Riri's manner of speaking also reflects her soft personality. Her voice is delicate, airy, and slightly melodic, carrying the calmness of someone who thinks before she speaks. She does not rush through her words but allows each sentence to flow gently, giving listeners the feeling that she cares about the space she shares with them. Her tone has a soothing quality, almost like a gentle breeze brushing against one's cheek. People often describe her voice as yasashii, a kind of kindness that wraps softly around the listener and leaves a sense of comfort. One of Riri Nanatsumori's most distinctive qualities is her emotional expressiveness. Even small changes in her expression convey subtle nuances. A slight widening of the eyes, a quiet breath, a short pause, or a gentle tilt of her head. These small movements carry layers of feeling. This ability to communicate emotion through miniature gestures is something deeply Japanese, reflecting the cultural appreciation for subtle expression and quiet emotional storytelling. Her expressiveness does not overwhelm. Instead, it resonates softly, allowing the viewer to absorb the moment at their own pace. The atmosphere surrounding Riri Nanatsumori is often described as peaceful. She carries an emotional warmth that feels like returning home after a long day. A sense of relief, comfort, and familiarity. Her presence encourages stillness, as if the world slows down around her. This effect is partly due to her soft nature, and partly due to her natural harmony with Japanese aesthetics. She feels like a character from a gentle slice of life manga. The kind of person who brings tea to a friend on a rainy afternoon or listens quietly while others speak. Her existence feels like an embodiment of calm. Another part of Riri's charm lies in her naturalness. She does not exaggerate her movements, expressions, or emotions. Everything she does feels organic, unforced, and sincere. In a world where many people try to stand out by being louder or bolder, Riri stands out by being authentic. She does not chase attention, she invites it gently. This is one reason why many fans feel deeply connected to her. They sense that her softness comes from a genuine place, not an act. Riri Nanatsumori's beauty also reflects the concept of iki, a type of Japanese elegance defined by understated grace and effortless refinement. She does not need dramatic styling or expressive makeup to stand out. Her natural features already carry warmth, softness, and balance. She looks beautiful even in simple settings, even with minimal styling. Especially because her beauty is emotional as much as it is physical. She exudes a warmth that feels familiar, as if one has known her for a long time, even on the first encounter. Her emotional presence is also shaped by her kindness. People who have interacted with Riri often describe her as gentle-hearted, thoughtful, and considerate. She listens carefully, responds warmly, and pays attention to the feelings of those around her. There is no sense of distance or coldness in her. Instead, she creates a soft sense of closeness, like someone who naturally understands how to make others feel at ease. This kindness is not loud or performative. It is subtle, quiet, and grounded in sincerity. Riri's calmness is another part of what makes her atmosphere so unique. She rarely seems rushed or overwhelmed. Even when she is tired or under pressure, she tends to maintain a quiet steadiness. This calmness is not the absence of emotion, but the presence of emotional balance. She understands her own pace and respects it. This quality gives her an aura of emotional maturity, even when she appears youthful. It also adds to her gentle charm, making her feel reliable, grounded, and emotionally peaceful. Her journey, the path that brought her to where she is today, reflects patience, dedication, and the courage to express herself authentically. Riri did not rise suddenly through dramatic transformation. Instead, she grew gradually, like a plant absorbing sunlight day by day. Her approach to her craft shows care and mindfulness. She studies mood, expression, and emotional flow with quiet dedication. She does not seek shortcuts or rush her development. Instead, she walks a steady path, trusting in her own softness as her source of strength. The way Riri Nanatsumori interacts with the camera is another defining element of her presence. She does not merely perform, she communicates. When she looks into the lens, her gaze feels personal, intimate, and full of soft emotion. She has the rare ability to make viewers feel as though she is looking directly into their hearts. There is no harshness in her expression, only a gentle warmth that invites the viewer into her emotional world. This quiet connection is one of her greatest strengths. Her softness does not make her fragile. Beneath her gentle exterior lies quiet determination. She knows how to protect her emotional center, while still remaining open-hearted. She handles challenges with grace, adapts to pressure with calmness, and continues moving forward even when the path is complicated. This inner strength is beautiful precisely because it is not loud. It is quiet strength, the kind that grows from deep understanding rather than force. The Japanese public often responds strongly to this combination of softness, sincerity, and emotional depth. She embodies qualities that many people in Japan admire: humility, gentleness, calm presence, honesty, and emotional warmth. She fits the aesthetic of healing personality, someone whose presence brings comfort just by existing. In a fast, noisy world, she is a reminder of slowness, stillness, and emotional gentleness. Riri Nanatsumori's atmosphere feels like a quiet afternoon in a cafe, where the sound of soft music and the aroma of warm coffee blend into a peaceful moment. She feels like sunlight on wooden floors, like the feeling of holding a warm cup with both hands on a winter morning, like the softness of a handwritten letter. These quiet, comforting emotions are the essence of her charm. As her journey continues, Riri carries a growing aura of maturity. She remains gentle, but her emotional expression deepens. She remains soft, but her inner clarity strengthens. She remains warm, but her presence becomes more grounded. This natural evolution adds new layers to her already rich emotional palette. She is like a flower blooming through the seasons, soft in spring, vibrant in summer, calm in autumn, and quiet in winter, yet always the same flower. For many fans, Riri Nanatsumori represents the beauty of emotional sincerity, the kind of beauty that does not fade because it comes from the heart. She reminds people that gentleness is a strength, that quiet presence can be powerful, and that subtle emotions can be deeply beautiful. Her story is not finished. It continues patiently, gracefully, like a gentle river flowing beneath cherry blossoms. And as it flows, those who appreciate her soft presence follow her path with warmth, admiration, and quiet affection. Riri Nanatsumori remains a gentle light, steady, warm, and unforgettable.